Alright, let's take a look. Maybe going ahead and seeing Mage versus... Oh, I can't even see from here. Oh, the Warrior coming out. Alright, pretty typical classes here. Pretty standard. Let's see. Tons of chat with the copy pastas. My favorite. It's actually a little bit of a rougher matchup for the Mage. It's going to be down to the burst. Otherwise, the Warrior's just going to show a headance of tempo and then just win. So let's see what happens. Mana Worm on the start. It's going to be quite frustrating. We all know and hate Mana Worm. It's kind of a card that triggers everybody. Fire War Axe, deal with it, of course. Gonna get rid of it. Thankfully, too. I get so tilted every single time a Mana Worm becomes a 99-3. We all know it's happened. 99-3 is the correct number. Can confirm.
For the Life Binder.
Alexstrasza's championing me coming out. 3-3 charge. Mage has quite a few answers for the future, but for right now, not much. They can coin out, potentially bring out a water elemental. Otherwise, they really don't have much to put out right now. For the future, though, we have tons of spells, tons of AoE. Warrior just has to keep up. His curve is pretty good, so he's going to be able to just keep tempo and pressure on. It looks like the Warrior's in a pretty decent position here. Hopefully he can keep the card draw up and just keep top decking, as we all know and love in Hearthstone. Water Elemental, of course. What a card. Ragnaros being top decked, gonna be a pretty awesome card to play later. I honestly always loved that card. When it wasn't meta for a while, I just wanted it to be such a fun card. 4 mana, 3/6 taunt coming out. It's gonna be really hard to deal with the Mage. They're gonna be able to fireball it, but then what after? Trade 1-1, keep the Water Elemental alive. It's a pretty good play. Warrior's gonna have his War Axe to deal with it, Fiery Wind Axe, so he's probably just gonna play his Drake and then just keep it. Oh, going face to freeze up the weapon. Gotta push on damage, right? Make sure the Warrior just can't out armor the Mage. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Esports Arena on our grand final stream. If you guys have any questions or want to talk, feel free to talk in chat. Let's get a live chat experience going on. Lots of fun. I feel like Mirror Image is going to be the MVP of this game. I'm calling it now that Mirror Image is going to come in clutch and win somehow. I guarantee it. Warrior limited on options here. Top deck a Cochon or top decks the Cochon Elite. You're going to be able to use that to either go face, trade at some point. Looks like he's going to be going face for damage. That's the play here. Face. Fireball coming out from the Mage. It's actually a really good fireball. Get a free trade. Use the fireball to deal with the Drake. Potentially? How scared is he? Looks like he's not scared whatsoever. Gonna end his turn. Keep a minion on the board. Warrior does have the weapon to deal with it. Just top deck. Actually, just top deck champion. So he's gonna be able to trade it. That's actually a pretty decent trade considering we're on 6 mana.
For the Life Binder.
It's a really good trade. Play Cochon Elite, gets to get face damage out. That's really good for the Warrior. Chat coming out with faces to place. Oh man. Flame Strike is not going to be available till the next turn. Coin was burned, so limited options. Once again, but he did top deck the Frostbolt. That is going to give him a little breathing room. Ooh, Flamewaker coming out so late. If they top deck the Flamewaker last turn, that would have been beautiful. Frostbolt into even Mirror Image or Arcane Missile's potential board clear. Gotta go ahead and stay safe with the Mirror Image. Potentially Frostbolt. Oh, gonna stay with Ping. He's gonna prep the Flamewaker to get the AoE damage out. Seems like a general tendency that whenever a Hearthstone stream is available, copy pasta is the first word that comes to mind in chat. Quite an ironic. I suppose it's normal, considering you're watching cards move on a board. regardless, these are some amazing players that are trying their hardest for hundreds of dollars. What do you...
100 of dollars.
100 of dollars. But if you keep winning and you're like the best Hearthstone player, that's like $400 a month.
We could pay your bills.
You can all, yeah, exactly. So if you guys think you are the best Hearthstone player in the world, which every single player does 80% of the time, come and win.
Ask Astro.
Yeah, Astrogation. Ask him. Looks like the Warriors just gonna keep on with the tempo, playing Twilight Guardians, playing such strong cards for so cheap. They're just gonna have a hard time keeping up, although Flame Strike is now an option. Ward clear. What's the top deck here? Zertrick is not the best card you want to potentially top deck, but Frostbolt's gonna come in clutch. Let's see what happens. Can we kill it? Almost. Gonna play it safe. Knocking Arcane Missiles. Just gonna ping it. I mean, why Arcane Missiles anyway? What do you do as the mage here? What do you do? You're gonna play Tomb and hope that those three spells are gonna be Ice Block, and then another Ice Block. It's happened. I've seen it. Ragnaros potentially coming out, and then if it goes face, kinda done for. Mage really doesn't have an answer for that if it goes face. Arcane Missiles, potentially if it hits all three, plus gets pinged, and then the Tomb gets another spell. It has a chance, but he's gonna deal with it. Battlecry deal one twice. Give it one more. Warrior setting up for a landslide victory ever so slowly, but Flame Strike does come in clutch. As you can tell, my favorite word today is clutch. Then again, Hearthstone is a clutch game sometimes. Ragnaros with the free 8 damage, basically be left with 4 HP, limited options, and Rag. Ooh. I'd like to see the Arcane into that 7. Oh man, that'd be, yes, it's happening. It's happening. Uh-oh. Never lucky. All three have to hit that minion. 1, 2, oh, never lucky. Alright, taunt.
Where shall I strike?
Never lucky. Oh, so close, Sqarky. Oh, so close. Looks like it's not going to be enough. Execute coming out. For no reason. He's probably going to end his turn. And nope, just the concede. Coin concede. Alright. Looks like that was a landslide of a victory by the Warrior, of course, being the awesome draws that the Warrior had. How do you do something about that? Flame Strike being turn 7 card, not being available too soon, allowed you to lose the game. So, looks like game 2 is going to be coming out. Keep in mind that this is Conquest. So what that means is, since the Warrior won, that deck is now banned. It is a best of 5 through 4 decks being available.
Best of 3.
Best of 3 with 3 decks being available. So as soon as you win, he's left with 2 decks. Now he has to win with those next 2. So if you ever come and only have 1 good deck, you kinda just are screwed. So, we're gonna be getting on to our next game. I can hear the game already starting. Let's see what game 2 brings. Maybe that mage is gonna pick the mage again? No. They're gonna be bringing out the Warrior as well, hoping that this thing can serve as good for it does to him as it did to BLS4Game. Let's see. Alright. See the starting hand. Blood of Ichor being a pretty awesome card along with the champion. Hopefully a dragon gets pulled out. And there's the dragon, as I say. Hero power gets changed to, I would think that Life Tap would be the correct play, or the face card, because when Gul'dan keeps hero powering and you hero power, you're just kind of doing the job that he would do with his hero power twice. And assuming that this is Zoo, you're just going to keep doing damage as he taps. So, looks like the champion is going to be doing face damage with hero powers in between. I think this Warrior's got a pretty good shot. Turn 1 for Zoo is going to be more than likely the Flame Imp coming out. It's going to be 3 damage. There it is. And then you're going to get hurt. And then Hunter hero power, and then Life Tap, and then it kind of just goes downhill. It's find out what happens.
The lamp protects me.
Alright, Argent Squire being a solid one drop coming out. Alex draws a champion twice. That's a beautiful sight. Now, if you're in this position, do you trade or do you go face? Considering you're playing against aggro, you kind of want to either outdamage them and go for the battle, or you want to keep a decent board control and do a hybrid of both. But considering you have hero power, the warrior has a lot of breathing room here. You can only have oh so much health. I'm gonna go for the trade. Blood of Ichor coming out to get that 2-2. And that's all gonna trade evenly. Perfectly, actually. Warrior coming out to the good old turn 3. Or sorry, turn 2. So he's gonna be able to... What do you want to do here? What are you thinking, Zoo? You're limited on options at this point because your hero power becomes your death sentence. So, kind of taking a gamble, but at the same time, your mana curve is a little awkward. You might have to tap. It looks like he's most likely gonna either play Argent Squire to get board presence and then just go face, just get some damage out, or he's gonna tap. So, looks like Abusive is probably the best play. He got 6 damage on the board, and he has no option to armor up because he replaces hero power. Oh, I'm gonna be trading. Just trading evenly. Yeah, get board presence, I suppose. Next turn he allows himself to play the imps, so even more board presence. Well, the top deck I'm Ravaging Ghoul's just gonna clear the board. Oh well, feels bad, man. Hey, but 2 Imp Gang bosses are pretty awesome too. I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that. You know you want to play it. Come on. Alright. Quick turn by Zoo. Just gonna pass. What is he top deck? Execute's not too bad of a card for some of the bigger threats that Zoo has to offer. Tons of damage though. Tons of damage. So Zoo is gonna be even more limited. Top deck comes out to be Direwolf. That allows for an even trade. It's actually pretty dang good. Later, not now though. So, Warrior is just such a dominant... Man, this deck. He just got wrecked by it, and now he's playing it and is wreck king. So it's kind of this back and forth motion of, I'm playing Warrior, and then you're dead. Thankfully though, they can only play this deck once before it gets banned out. If they win, of course. One of the 3/3s coming out. And a 1/1. Gonna be swapping the HP of the 2/1 to allow for more imps to come out, although it doesn't seem too relevant, just because it's gonna die regardless. But hey, which and he does choose the imp. Places it on the right to make sure that he gets the buff from the Direwolf Alpha. And Warrior actually getting a little bit of a tempo slow there. He only has the option of hero power. Question is, will he trade or will he just go straight face? I believe the correct play is to trade into the Direwolf with one of the 3/3s, and then the other one to hit face. Although if someone else thinks the another option is correct, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, just pushing. Nope, just pushing. Sap Caster coming out from Will Scarlet. Will Scarlet actually being one of the regulars that used to come to the Esports arena for our tournaments. Won one of them, and he still always consistently made either top 8 or just wrecked people. So, welcome, Will Scarlet. It's turn 6 starting to come out. Tap never being an option. So the option is just to trade here, and then just hope you don't die by other cards, practically. Thankfully, Imp Gang Boss does spawn more. Does get to keep a 2/1 on the board. He's gonna trade straight into it, so he regains the board presence, but with 10 health, and has no way to get his health back besides any other card that may be in his hand. That's a may. Let's see what he decides to pull out. Taunt is being huge here, despite it being a 1/3. It's still major big deal when you're 10 health. Let's see.
Void's on stream.
Void is on stream. anyone that is spectating and what plays Super Smash Bros. 4, being the new one for Wii U. We have CLG Void, renowned, one of the best Sheiks in the world, currently on stream playing, and he is pretty close to me, so if you guys play, stop by sometime. With all these 1-1s coming out. Only option being Fiery War Axe. He's gonna get rid of that 2-3 because of the Dire Wolf, and then just Hero Power. Struggling for his life here. He needs more damage. The Warrior is 3 health from winning the game. The top deck being Dire Wolf Alpha, so it's either he top decks because he's obviously a good player and will top deck the card he needs, 3 damage, or he is done for potentially. 1 stack being left on Fiery War Axe, so after that 3 damage is out, it is out. Let's see what he decides to do. Currently on this turn, he has 9 damage. With Dire Wolf, 11, and then he might just stack the board. Let's see what happens. As you can see, he's hovering over each card, doing math calculations. Just wait till he gets to 10 mana. Deathwing being the big final boss here. How do you get past Deathwing as Zoo without your board? Doesn't work. It's kind of a race here for time in top decks, so let's see what happens. I'm actually very curious what he's going to top deck. Draconoid Crusher is a good card, but problem being, you're about to die. It's going to be counting up the damage. The Zoo is actually 2 damage off.
What now?
So I think the way this is going to go is he's going to trade into the Dire Wolf, and he's going to play Draconoid. And then next turn, he's going to play the Rag and hope the 1 in, I would assume, 8, when he considers the board full, that it kills. And that would be the comeback from Sqarky. So, I mean, BLS technically being the comeback, but he did lose last game. Sqarky did lose last game, so it would be a comeback for him in the long run. Oh man, do we pray to the RNG gods that the Ragnaros gets the 1 in 8? Wait for the memes temporarily.
Pranks are processing.
Yep. Oh man, the waiting is too real, but thankfully BLS4Game, being a Zoo player, does get the Defender of Argus. And that's going to be the awesome thing that allows the Warrior to not just one-shot him with a Fiery Wind Axe or something. So that's going to come out. Obviously a great play by BLS4Game, just pressing that card, top decking what he needed. Let's see what happens. Top deck. Hey, a taunt is a taunt, but it's not going to be enough. So at this point, it's right. It's all to right. You're trading into the 3-2, turning it into a 1 in 7 as opposed to a 1 in 8. And no. Feels bad. Good try by Sqarky. You did your best effort. Alright, 2-0 so far for BLS4Game. So Sqarky can make the comeback by offering him a money rematch and saying, hey, I'll give you $200 if we rematch, but no, that is it. Sqarky is going to lose, almost coming close, really, really close game, but Zoo is just going to be putting so much pressure, so good game to both people. BLS4Game is going to be walking away first place with a $100 plus a Hearthstone wallet. So it's a really cool card back wallet, actually. So thank you guys for joining us on round 4. This is week 4 of this season of Monday Night Fireside. If you guys think you are the best Hearthstone player in SoCal or in anywhere, Japan, if you guys want to come here, feel free to join us on our next one. Every single Monday, tournament starts around 7 p.m., so sign up about an hour before, chill. Buying a day pass will give you an entire day of play. Thank you guys so much. It was fun. This is James signing out. You guys have a good rest of your night.